And, the reality is there are, in fact, the top seller at the organization where I got into sales, this is like 35 years ago, literally the top in the world. It was a global company.
Wow.
And there was a sales training day being offered by management for the New York office where we were based. And all these veteran salespeople were kind of grousing, like, oh, we got, I'm so busy, I have so many appointments, I can't do this half day thing. Except this one guy, Dwayne, wasn't that guy. He was like happy to go. And so I'm a young guy, and I approached him the next day. I said, Dwayne, why were all these guys complaining, but you were ready to go? And then he took me to his office, and along his whole bookshelf was every possible book on sales available at the time.
Mm-hmm.
He's committed to the art. He says, if I learn one thing that can improve my game, then it was worth the time. And, that attitude. So that kind of helped shape me. So just when you talk about humility, he wasn't thinking I'm all that in a bag of chips. He was willing to learn something else.
Well, I was gonna say, I love that. I love that you said that. So I think that the best thing about the work I'm doing now, Jose, about coming from a spot where I was a top rep, is sometimes people think when I start working with them, coaching, I'm going to talk about, hey, look how great I was. Mm-hmm. I love saying I did all these things, but who cares? Who cares? I left on great terms with this company, because they're called K-Force, left on great terms. Their stock's up like 70% since I left. Maybe I was the problem. I keep in touch with some people, a lot of people who I thought would keep in touch. They haven't called me. Life moves on. We're all replaceable. So I always say, you might as well start with humility. Life's going to humble you anyway, right? You're going to have ups and downs of business, but if we can stay neutral in our thinking, not get too high, not get too low. And what you just talked about is so powerful, because that gentleman he was as successful as he was, he showed you that, hey, we can get better each day. Someone can. We all have the same amount of time in a day, 1,440 minutes. You don't get more, I don't get more, we get the same amount. So it's up to us. Are we going to stay the same? Or are we going to challenge ourselves to get a little bit better each day? No one stays, right? You're either getting better or getting worse. No one stays the same.